Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, April 24th. I'm Denise Douglas.
And I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, 7 members of the Mount Rainier Police Department are now on administrative leave. This as the city conducts an internal investigation. Officials are not going into details about the nature of the probe. The absence of employees has temporarily shut down the police department office on Rhode Island Avenue.
They do a good job as far as I'm concerned. They're always around. When I call them when something happens, they're there in a minute. The police chief is great. The mayor is great. I used to go to all the meetings. I've been here about 10, 12 years. I live in the artist building over there in Mount Rainier. Yeah, I'm concerned about it. Why were they put on administrative leave?
The note placed outside the office clearly states that residents' safety not being compromised and they are still being serviced. Well, ink flowing at the State House in Annapolis today as Governor Larry Hogan signs more than 200 bills into law. The measures running the gamut from measures aimed at encouraging pet adoption in Maryland to tackling opioid crisis and keeping guns out of the hands of the mentally ill. One of the biggest measures signed into law was the comprehensive crime bill.
A lot of those bills had to do with repeat violent offenders, people who are committing crimes of violence like murder, rape, arson, first-degree sex offense of a minor, and things, the worst crimes that we have with handguns. And so that was the focus of this package of bills, or at least the ones that were just signed today. So look, I mean, this month, April 24th right now, there have been 30 murders this month. This month, 30 murders in the city of Baltimore. We're not even finished with the month yet. And so you hope, our job down here is to try to help and to try to move the needle and get things in the right direction. And so you hope, with the focus on repeat violent offenders, that some of these individuals will be taken off the street.
In all, 207 bills were signed into law in the governor's reception room.
An Amtrak construction worker was struck and killed by an Amtrak train. According to officials, county fire and EMS responded to the call around 9 a.m. They found the body of the unidentified worker about a half a mile from the Bowie State University MARC station. Amtrak and MARC service in that area was suspended. Officials are still investigating that incident. Unfortunately, the number of roadway fatalities has gone up. Today, the head of the Department of Transportation and others issued a call for action to try and reduce the numbers. In 2017, 557 people died in traffic crashes in the state. That number is up by 35 compared with the year before. Officials say that some of the riskiest driving behaviors include impaired, distracted, and aggressive driving, as well as a failure to buckle up. They are calling on everyone to take steps to help prevent future tragedies.
And the frustrating part is that we actually know how to avoid these. Drivers' behavior can avoid nearly every crash. So it's time that we insist and beg people to take a stand. Take a stand against driving and not wearing a seatbelt. Take a stand against driving impaired, whether that's prescription drugs, whether that's alcohol, whatever it is. We see nearly a third of the fatalities in the state of Maryland are from impaired driving. Take a stand about distracted driving by using your phone, talking, texting, whatever it is. It can wait. Take a stand about giving yourself enough time so you have no excuse for the aggressive driving that we are seeing out there.
The Department of Transportation has an ongoing campaign to cut the number of traffic fatalities by half by the year 2030.